On to another part of Maiden in Blackwater. This time we're doing the knife drop with Miyu because, well, Yuri has gone taken, unfortunately. So, we gotta save her. In the sacred casket. Miyu wakes up to discover that Yuri has been taken to Magakami. She borrows Yuri's Cam Obscura and heads for the mountain, against friend's advice. She hopes not only to find Yuri, but some clues to her mother's whereabouts as well. This is the first time we get to play as Miyu, who is the daughter of Miku, from the first game and the third game. So, yeah. I can sense that Yuri headed for the mountain. If I use the Cam Obscura, I might be able to save her. And I may find clues to where my mother is. So, yeah. We are Miyu, and she's gonna be interesting, I'll say that much. But first off, some notes. Like, for instance, Haruka. One of the girls spirited away in Mount Akami. Yuri found her in a reliquary submerged in the water in the womb cavern and brought her back to the shop, only to see her disappear again. Like Fuyuhi, a ghost brought her to the world of the dead. Yep. Really sucks. She was a very kind girl, happy to follow the crowd. She went along with everything her friends did, including a failed group suicide. She could sense the pain and sorrow of her dead friends. Unable to stand it, she went to Mount Hikami to die. Yep. It seems that, just like before, she has been put in a reliquary, only this time, there will be no escape. So yeah, Haruka is definitely dead. And that's all we really got, so now I'm going to go ahead and read the last level's thing here. Ren is watching over the sleeping Yuri and Miyu on the surveillance cameras, but he passes out. He has a dream where he's chasing after Rue. When he wakes up, both Yuri and Rue are gone. He finds Miyu getting ready to leave for Mount Akami, taking Yuri's Cam Obscura with her. She heads for the door, leaving the bewildered Ren behind. So yeah, Miyu is interesting. She has that ability of being able to see into people's lives and shit, and she has something else to her. But first, I haven't bothered to upgrade my camera in a while, and we got a good few points here. I'm going to put them in output, because they will increase the damage. So, yeah, I'm going to try and make sure my camera can do as much damage as possible. And that's it. I'm not going to put points of absorption still. I don't think that's worth it still. I'm going to try and keep it for sensor. And here are the lens, like the slow thing makes it slower, increased duration for ward, stun lens, it's to reduce the cost, same thing for blow lens. The crush lens will increase the damage output, and the restore lens will increase how much health I get back. So that's the only one I can really see being of use, but I'm not using lens really. I might use it one or twice in this chapter though, just to experiment a little bit. But ultimately, I am going with camera over lens, like I have been for every one of these Let's Plays of these games. What the? The Cam Obscura. If you can use it, so can I. Now we have Rue, like, her fucking special ability, which is hold down the shutter button to do a slow motion shot. It is essentially the slow lens, except we can charge down, and we can kind of get more than one hit out of it. See how those yellow spots around it? It's kind of like doubling the thing. Now, I'm not really going to end up using it here for this entire chapter for a few reasons. One, it uses spirit power, which we don't get much back on. And really, again, I'm not going to use the lens, so this kind of counts as a lens power. So, two, I'm not going to use it because I'd rather just rely on my own skills of Fatal Frame and shit. And three, from what I could find, if you use this ability on a Fatal Frame, it halves the time you have for Fatal Frame shots. So if you have like 1 second of Fatal Frame from this one shot, if you use her fucking ability, it becomes 0.5. It becomes half a second. Instead of a full second you would have gotten from a normal shot. So, that's why I'm not really going to use her ability. Because it seems like it affects the fatal frame shots. It seems like it really doesn't help on that much with the shots. And, yeah, Spirit Power. I don't really want to bother using that shit, so I will avoid any kind of need for that. However, there's one other problem that this character has because of this, and that is that there is now a weird fucking delay with her. If I'm to do regular-ass shots, the game is going to sometimes think that I'm trying to do her charge shot ability. Which means that I now have like an extra second added in to my ability to fire. So, Miyu sucks. Also, I forgot I can go left and find like a Type 0 and a fucking healing item down here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and grab them right now. The film is not there anymore, by the way, at the top of the stairs. But yeah, like, oh my fucking god, she sucks. Like, I actually struggle a good bit in this chapter with her, because I'm trying to do the fatal frame shot, I'm trying to time it just right, but because of her fucking weird delay issue now, because of her own ability that is unique to her, it fucks me up, and it actually makes it so that it's really difficult for me to even take care of a fatal frame shot with her. It sucks. Anyway, up ahead is another picture for us to take. And off goes Yuri. Heading the same direction as the place we went to, I believe, last part, or a part before. And I go down there with a Type 60, and the reason I'm doing that is because who we're about to counter right about now. Is there something about this dude that, we're not being told yet? I mean, we kind of do know that this Maiden bitch, for some reason, has the ability to control people to do whatever she wants them to do. Also, that fucking tree got in my way, and also my timing is terrible, but that it's become terrible because delay thing, because as you have seen, I am pressing the button at the right time because of the ability that she now has. I have to be pressing it a little bit early now, or else I'm going to get fucked over. So, I definitely had an easy chance to get fatal frame shots there, but because this ability gained in the way 100%, I kept getting fucked because it delayed me, and that delay was too long of a delay. Like, I shot earlier that time, and then it actually took a fucking, like, second, like half a second, I think, before it finally started shooting. And when you're in fatal frame, then it starts shooting normally. But when you're just doing normal shots, the game is thinking that you're going to hold the button down and not just press it. And it's going to be thinking that the entire fucking time we're playing as Miyu. So, I get utterly fucked over because of that. And I'll also say this. You might end up watching like a walkthrough or two of this chapter here, and you might end up seeing people have a relatively easy time of this, a relatively quick time in fact, because from what I could find, this would be like a 30-minute chapter, really. However, you might notice it's a 40-minute video, which is longer than every other chapter so far when I came back. Because the other chapters are like 30 minutes, really. This chapter has a weirdness to it. It's very much luck-based on your encounters. There are certain encounters like this guy which will happen all the time. Also, I forgot about this. It's been a while. Luckily, I remember that little thing about him. And also, he didn't even aim well. He completely fucked it there. But yeah, I took a bit of damage from that, which sucks. But, yeah. When we get to this area, there is now a luck put into this. You are either going to have a very minimal run of encounters, like maybe 2 encounters total, before you get over to a ghost which you need to get. Or you'll end up with what I got here, and you'll be kind of stuck here for a bit. It's really fucking annoying. And there's no way to manipulate this as far as I can find. So either you get lucky and you don't fight many ghosts, or you get unlucky and you have to fight a lot of annoying ghosts. And speaking of ghosts, guess who we're about to find right around this corner right about now?
Mother, wait.
Hey, Miku. You, do you even have any other clothing? I think I've seen you in that exact same look every fucking game so far you've been in. Pretty sure you wore that in the first game, then you were in that in the third game, now you're in that in this fucking game, even though you're a ghost now, and you're an adult too. What the fuck? Dense brush is blocking the way, I won't be able to get through. That definitely was my mother. She's been here. So Miku left us something. Let's see what she left us. It's got a paper on the ground. Did my mother leave this? I have to go. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Yeah, whatever. I wonder what's down this way. Alright, anyway, right now I need to find Yuri. She may know something that will help me. So yeah, there's that path again that I showed you last time. No point to it though. It's just for that collectible and that ghost. But hey, Miku went that way, so maybe it's important. Just not important for now. Also, I'm going to go ahead and just heal myself up because of that one fight. Unfortunately, I'm about to have to heal myself quite a few times in the following fights because this one I know you're going to be encountering every single fucking time, so you're going to get this fight. I pressed dodge. There were 2 of them though, so it only tried to dodge 1. I still took damage. And now comes this shit. Which, yeah. I pressed the button then, and again, the fucking delay did not work. I'm also pressing B, and, yeah. So far, dodge is not helping me out at this point, and I am low on health. I use the sacred water I grabbed back there in order for me to not die. After that, though, I'll just keep using the good shit. And also, I timed a bit too early, even though I did press the button earlier than that, trying to time the fucking bullshit. And then I get grabbed from somewhere and, you know, do the fatal frame. Which, by the way, I'm now being able to get, like, 2 fatal frame shots out of a grab, which is interesting. And then I decide, fuck, I'm gonna kill this guy with a massive shutter chance. And I will touch him, too. And I nearly missed it as well. Luckily, I touched the nothing. And that counted. Alright, so for people who are lucky, that's all you have to fight. At this point, you're just walking around finding items. For me, I gotta deal with this shit. And from what I found, I'm not alone. There are others who end up encountering shit like this, where they end up having to fight like 4 of these guys, or 5 of them. I get worse than that. But, yeah. Either you are going to be fighting just that group of 2 fuckers, or you're gonna be fighting a lot more than that. All I can say is that the only reason why this video is 40 minutes long and not 30 minutes is because of all the combat here. And also, there's a direction I want to enter from with this area. I don't want to go in that way. So I'm going to take this very narrow hallway, which I haven't gone to before, that is honestly kind of awkward. And then for me going here, I end up having to fight another one of these pricks. So, you know. Luckily, the game just gave me a fuck ton of Fatal Frame, which was weird. That was quite a combo. And then I decided to go for it again, so I went for the shot, and again, the fucking delay came in. The game thinks I am doing a fucking charge shot, and it is so obnoxious. It is so obnoxious how this game thinks I want to do one thing when I'm trying to just get a fucking good shot out of this prick, and I don't care about the ability that Miyu has. So ultimately, Miyu is like the worst character of this game, in my opinion. She is here for fan service. She has an ability that gets in my fucking way. And yeah. Also, I switched to type 7 for this picture. I switched back to like type 14 now. And my reason for doing that is because what's coming up next. Yeah, she's back. Also, I tried to go for a Fatal Frame shot because you heard that, but, yeah. The Fatal Frame gets a little weird at times. Anyway, this fight is one that I know happens and that you do have to do. So, though, I don't know why she's there now. All I can do is just shoot at her and get like a shutter chance, if I'm lucky. Because the game kind of gets a bit weird about it. And also, the trees are kind of getting in the way a little bit. But yeah, like, can you get the fuck down here, please? Thanks. Oh, now she's just doing this teleporting thing, where she does absolutely nothing for, like, quite a while. She's not a hard fight. She just takes for fucking ever. Like, come on. There we go. Alright. Just a few more of those and we'll be done here. I'll also mention that some people have mentioned how more action-packed this game is. Honestly, I did not notice much of a difference between this and, like, many of the other Fatal Frame games. I mean, they are all action-packed when you get to the later part. Like, they throw a lot of fucking ghosts at you when you get to the second half of the game. Because it's just like, you are now heading into the ending, essentially. Into the hard puzzles and shit. And sure, we haven't really been encountering many puzzles in this game. But the ghost frequency is still kind of the same. It's still like chucking a lot of ghosts at us and trying to get us killed very often now. Because that's what difficulty is. Difficulty isn't in the puzzles, difficulty is in just surviving. That's been the thing of Fatal Frame for years, for like many installments at this point. Also, good to get some more film, though, as you'll find, I start running out of Type 17 or whatever, Type 14, because of all these fucking fights, which, by the way, hi! Hi, fucking torch fuckers! You know what's fucked? I never saw these pricks in anyone else's videos when it comes to this level. They only appeared for me. You fuckers only appeared just to kill me, specifically. The game knows that I fucking hate these goddamn torch pricks. It is doing this deliberately. When it goes for its little fire attack, I can finally shoot. Unfortunately, the fire attack is nearly getting me killed now. So, I need to not use Sacred Water, I need to use Herbal Medicine. The game gave me like 25 of these. I'm gonna use them. I get back majority of my health with 2 of them, so... And I lose one of my heals already from one of those fires. The game is really hiking up how much damage I take from a single hit now. And again, I hit the button. I hit the fucking shutter button. The fucking shoot the camera button. And again, nothing. Because the fucking delay happened. Where the game thinks, oh, you're trying to do a charge shot? You're trying to use Miyu's slowdown ability? No! No, I'm fucking not! And now one of them's down, so now the other one's trying to heal him up. And I'm not noticing it. Now I am. But I'm also being, like, fucking surrounded by the fires and shit. And also, I don't know what to really do for this stuff. It's obnoxious. But I want to fucking harm them and get them out of here immediately. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Alright. Thank fuck. You'd think that would be it, right? You threw me in that fucking curveball, you think that'd be it for the whole bullshit there, right? They give me some film. Guess what, though? It's Type 90. I don't think I ever... No, I do end up using Type 90, but... Like... I use up more of the Type 14 than anything else, and the game will give me no Type 14. In fact, you might have noticed the game has not given us any Mirror Stones either. There have been 0 Mirror Stones for chapters now. You gonna do anything? You gonna fuck with me? No? You gonna stand there, do nothing? Just be easy points? Okay. There's an iron behind me. Watch me get another fucking encounter now. Nope. Well, I guess I get a healing item out of this. Yeah, to gain back the 2 I already used up before. From like the 4 I used, I think. And there is an item over here now, by the way. Which, by the way, encounter. One more fucking show. Just for the fucking show. One more. But yeah, the game, like, it's given us type 14. But it's not giving me type 14 at the start, never again for the rest of the chapter. But it hasn't given us any stone mirrors whatsoever. So, besides the one you're getting for every chapter, and besides ones you can buy from the shop, the game is never going to give us any more stone mirrors for the chapter. Which is, you know, better douchey. It's also rude because of what this game does. Because if you're unlucky, you get through a lot of fights, and it can be very easy for you to end up dead because of it. However, there is something else in this fucking chapter where you can easily get screwed because of it. We'll get to that when we get to that. But first, I'm not switching to type 7. I'm gonna stay with type 14. Even though it's coming up as a regular photo thing. And there's a reason for it, and I know it's coming. And I'm not gonna get fucking fooled by it. Hi, buddy. Yeah, no. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Oh, again? Again, round 2? Okay. And he's done. Easy. Alright, so that's him out of the way. Now we can move on forward, because now we have this door here. Now we're heading into, Twilight Park, I think it was. Yeah, Twilight Park. Our pain isn't over just yet, though, because there is one more ghost fight we have to deal with, and that ghost fight is when we open this door. And you kinda already know what this is going to fucking end up being, considering that one chapter. Yeah, it's these fucking kids again. So, I bring them together and I do a shadow chance. Now, I do end up deciding, if I can group them up together again, to use one lens shot. And I'm going to use the crush lens. And then all of a sudden, the camera gets weird of me. I don't know why that happened. But then I get lucky and I get a fatal frame shot. So, there's that. You going for the... Yep. Good. Okay. Only this kid remains. And again, like, the game is weird. The game is fucking weird about its fatal frame shots, because it started there, and then it immediately stopped as soon as he starts running towards me. It's weird. I do not understand why that's a thing. Is it a fake-out fatal frame? It's not. You can actually get it if you're lucky and fast enough, but again, I have the fucking delay problem. So I can't be fast enough. I mean, yeah, I could hold the button and just slow him down and then do the shot. But then my fatal frame gets halved. Oh, so then he fucking trips over, and I get my shot. And then he backs off. No, I'm touching you, kid. I like how I actually finally defeat this kid with Fatal Frame shot when he fucking trips over his own feet and just falls on the ground. That's both mean and funny. Anyway, I'm going back to this fucking hut because behind it is the Type 0, so I might as well grab that before we head on over back to the beach, because I think it's pretty obvious where Yuri has gone right now. She's at the fucking beach. She's, you know, she's obviously taken over in the brain. The ghost, the spirits are trying to bring her into the water with the maiden to kill her. You know? It's pretty obvious what's going on. So we gotta stop that. I'm also going to switch to Type 90. Now the reason I'm switching to Type 90 is because of a fight coming up next. And this fight isn't gonna be that much hard, but it's gonna be interesting. But first, they speak to us.
Soon the pillar will fail. The black water will overflow once more. We shall serve as a
Alright, so the pillar will fail and the black water will overflow and she's gonna try to make us a fucking pillar, which isn't happening because I'm kicking her ass. Again. The way of handling her is exactly the same as it was before, so really just get up close to her until she has her attack, and then time yourself correctly, and then go for it. And you do have to get close to her. If you're too far back, it won't do shit, and all that will happen is she'll start firing her little orbs at you. Which she is about to do right now, I think. Yep. So, I wanted to time it so that I get these in frame with a Fatal Frame shot. Unfortunately, I timed it a little bit too early. But it's a shot of chance still, so that's cool. There we go. And she's done. And I still couldn't touch her, so she doesn't have anything. An old book for black coat has been dropped on the ground. Let's read it. There are 2 boxes for shrine maidens. Those who will be pillars will be placed in reliquaries. The pain of having their limbs crushed gives them strength. Those who can be stronger pillars are placed in caskets. Through the ghost marriage, pillars can last even longer. The caskets are made large enough to also accommodate the groom she is joined to. To protect the casket, guardians shall be submerged around it. Another Johnson left in the same place, another war design journal, and again, beautiful handwriting. Another shrine maiden goes to try to leave Hamel to become a pillar. The black water is restless. During the witching hour, the mountain lets out a shriek. The funeral celebrant laments that the great pillar will soon succumb. She definitely did that. She definitely did that right now. The wedding celebrant is hurriedly making votives. The ghost marriages have begun. Maidens cannot be joined while in the mortal world. Only pillars can enter in the ghost marriages. Okay. Perhaps this ghost marriage meant to console maidens alone in their caskets. Since surviving that flood, I thought I would live alone, that I would die alone. Perhaps here in Mount Akami, that can be changed. So yeah, not a good thing going on there in the war design thing. It seems like this person is happy to be killed and made into a fucking maiden. Also, get some more health. Now then, I'm gonna switch to Type 7 because at this point the ghost fights have finally fucking stopped. And we all know what's gonna come next, so there's no point in me even needing to fight now. But yeah, we're gonna save Yuri now. We're done looking around, fighting the ghosts and shit. and grabbing some more readables and all. It's now time to go and see Yuri at the water. And it's now time for us to go into the water to save her. And we all know where this is going, so let's just watch the cutscene and get ready to run.
No, I won't let you do it. Don't you leave me too. I am falling all alone.
That's her. She's too powerful, and the camera obscure does nothing. We have to run. And run we shall. Which, by the way, we're not having to deal with that whole, oh, it's foggy all over the place. No, we're running with Yuri now. She's gonna just run her own path, and we're gonna follow her path. But as we're following, just basically teleporting pretty much very much in my face the entire time. And we're running through fucking hallways. So, this is gonna suck. Because she can easily teleport right in my face. And I wouldn't be able to react and stop that from happening. And that is exactly what fucking happened. So, yeah, that's my stone mirror gone. And it nearly happened again. I got lucky though. Because she always has to teleport in that spot as far as I can know, so yeah. If it wasn't for that, I'd have died right then and there. That part sucks. And my stone mirror that the game has given me for free is gone. So, yeah. There you go. Let's just get the fuck out of here and end this chapter already, because I do not like this fucking chapter one bit.
Come on. Let's go back.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Yuri. And there we go. For the rest of this, it's going to be talking, so I'm just going to go on ahead and take a picture of Yuri as we go down. And, yeah. Enjoy some commentary between Yuri and Miyu.
Why were you here? I can see them too, you know. Maybe even better than you. Does it scare you, seeing things that others can't? I'm not afraid. I have nothing to lose, so there's nothing to be scared of.
I know you're scared too. Scared of being alone.
As Yuri waded into the mist over the Lake of the Departed, she was stopped by Miyu. The distance between the girls seemed narrow. Losing their parents at a young age and being able to see into the souls of others, the girls had more in common than they may have first realized. Yuri still hasn't found Isuka, while Miyu still searches for a Mother Miku. The erudite figure that appears in the lake may just hold all the answers. But why does she keep calling out to Yuri? And guess what, everybody? If you thought I was great before, I got an S+, which I think is the highest rank in the game. So, yeah, you can go higher than S. And next time, Ren Hojo is going to find Rui. Ren goes in search of Rui, who has vanished in the antique shop. He heads to the Veiled House, which is where he saw Rui in his dream. And we'll be doing that next time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.